Hello and good morning, YouTube. You are tuned in to the Katie Talk 101 show. I hope you guys are having a good and safe Tuesday morning. And I have a very good lineup this morning. Okay, so if you have not yet, please make sure when you come through the building, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you share, and most definitely hit that notification bell so you will receive notifications every time I go live or post a new video. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it because that's how we do it over here. Okay, so first on the list, we have the infamous, famous YouTuber TashaK. So shout out to TMZ. TMZ ended up coming with this story about yesterday. So as you guys know, Tasha K actually did file a appeal appealing her paying, Cardi B the 3 point some million that she was granted in court. So what I believe, from what I read in this article, is that in order for the appeal to go through, I believe that is the reason why Tasha K was ordered to remove the videos. So after the appeal, I don't know if she'll be able to post the video up again. I don't know the exact details, but let's see what TMZ had to say. Okay, so here's the article here. And it says Cardi B actually forced Tasha K to delete the old post. No defamation during appeal. So that's why I think it had to be removed because she is appealing the whole situation about her owing the money. Okay, so it says that Cardi B arch nemesis, the blogger Tasha K, she will actually have to pass whatever she says she wants about the rapper while the appeal. Oh, okay, so that is true. So why they're appealing it, that's why she had to remove it. So the judge just saw that on Monday in federal court in Atlanta. Let's see, Atlanta signed off on the injunction forcing Tasha K to delete a bunch of her old posts that are trashing and defaming Cardi B. And let's see, they went on to say, remember, Cardi B did win the legal battle with the blogger back in January when the jury ended up ruling in Cardi B's favor. So Tasha was ordered to pay $4 million in damages and attorney fees. And she had to delete the old posts, including offending statements, false claims about Cardi's, alleged STIs, alleged cocaine use, prostitution, and side ping. Okay, so side ping, you know what they're saying? Okay, so she ended up insinuating that Cardi B was, I guess, allegedly cheating on her husband Offset. So yeah, she just lied on this woman all the way around. So yeah, she got to pay. Okay, so it says that everything was false, and I don't know. I think she did have to ended up take. She had to take like a test to prove that she didn't have the STIs. So all of that was proven in court, and that's the big reason why she lost. Okay, so Tasha is appealing the judgment, and she had yet to remove the post or any of the videos pertaining to Cardi B. And TMZ, why would you post this picture of Cardi? I mean, I'm sitting here looking and she has her mouth wide open. I mean, this is crazy. You guys could find a better picture of this woman. Wow. Okay, so it says, according to the new documents, Tasha is on the clock. The judge has ended up giving her 5 days to get rid of the social media, let's see, social media platforms in the YouTube page in these let's see all the shots. Both sides agreed to the terms of the injunction. So she did actually agree to taking it down. Okay, I don't know if the video was actually all the way taken down. I actually, now this is what I find out about people, quote unquote, taking down videos versus them possibly maybe putting it on private. Because I have ran across a video and it was said that the video was deleted, but I had the link to the video And I remember clicking on this particular video and it said, this video is private. So sometimes people will all the way delete stuff, but sometimes people will just put stuff on private. Okay, so if Tasha wins the appeal, the judge say that she can file, let's see, she can make a file to modify the injunction. So this could repost her allegations about Cardi. So what's being said is that if it comes to the point in the court where they approve TashaK appealing this situation, she could actually be able to post the videos back up. So that's why I'm saying I don't believe Tasha K completely deleted it. I'm pretty sure she downloaded it if she did, but I'm feeling like she probably just put it on private. That's what I'm thinking. And good morning to the few people that are out there. You guys make sure you hit that like button when you come through the building. Okay, so that is that on that situation with Cardi, Cardi and Tasha K. Okay, so I'm gonna get off into something else that Cardi B is actually dealing with. So I don't know if you guys heard, but I'm pretty sure you have by now that Cardi B ended up deleting her Twitter and she also deleted her Instagram as well. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. I'm gonna remove this one, and I'm gonna jump off into the next article, which is talking about Cardi B ended up deleting her Twitter and she went off on her fans once again. Okay, so and I think this is from Daily Mail. No, this Complex. Shout out to Complex for coming with this. Okay, so it says Cardi B ended up deleting her Twitter accounts. She ended up blasting her fans. She said that they ended up dragging her kids because she didn't attend the Grammys. I don't see anybody dragging your kids because you didn't attend the Grammys, but let's see. I don't know. Sometimes I think certain celebrities can be a little bit sensitive. You know, you got to deal with the public. But okay, so it says that Cardi B has appeared to deleted her Twitter account shortly thereafter. She tweeted that she would on Sunday. Cardi's fans ended up ripping her and let's see, taking aims at her and her kids because she didn't attend the Grammy. Some of these fans go way too far. Okay, so it says on Sunday, let's see, she ended up posting on Twitter. She said, I'm deleting my Twitter. Oh God, I hate this effing dumb A fan base. She tweeted this before deactivating the account. She listen, she got the slow dumb ass dragging my kids all because y'all thought I was going to the Grammys and I didn't. What the F? Oh wow. That's crazy and it's petty. I just feel like a lot of her fans are really young people who, you know, these are young people. Her fans are mostly probably teenagers and early 20s and stuff. Okay, so I believe this was Twitter. Okay, Cardi don't even like y'all. Laughing my butt off, laughing my A off. Just here for the money. She just here for the money. Okay, so this is what Cardi ended up posting before she ended up deleting her Twitter. She said, I'm deleting Twitter, but oh God, I hate these effing dumbass fan base. You slow dumbasses dragging my kids out because you thought that I was going to the Grammys and I didn't. What the F? When the F I hinted that I was even going to the Grammys. Just effing stupid. I can't. She said, I can't. I need to protect myself. So she said she needs to protect herself. So she ended up posting that right before she deleted it. Okay, so somebody down here ended up tweeting. I think this was Barb's Incorporated. So I don't know. That could be someone that's on a fan base with Nikki. I'm not really for sure. Good morning, Cortez B. Good morning, and shout out to the chat room. First one in the chat. All right, you guys make sure you hit that like button when you come through the building. So it looked like Cardi B fans are stressing her out. Why do y'all do her like that? Every time I look up, it seems like Cardi B is having a back and forth with her fans. It seems like it happens like every 4 to 6 months or something. she has this crazy relationship with her fans. It's like a love-hate relationship or something. So somebody named Barb's Incorporated ended up tweeting, "It's clear that Cardi is the problem. She is even problematic with her own fans. I mean, they're your fans. Why are you mad that they're asking for an album?" Hold on, this don't have nothing to do with them asking for an album. They asking about the Grammys, but okay, I digress. Okay, so it says that she got mad because they asked for an album. She's scared it's gonna flop. That's why. So they saying that Cardi is so this person, Barb's Incorporated, is insinuating. Just a second, you guys. Just 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me one. All right, I'm back. Okay, so yeah, so they saying that Cardi. Well, this is what Barb's Incorporated said. I ain't gonna say they. This is what this person's saying. So she's saying that Cardi is afraid to drop an album because she afraid that it's gonna flop. So that's what she said. So some people ended. So Cardi ended up coming up under the comments. See, this why I think this is why a lot of people is drawn to Cardi because she ain't gonna just let you slide with disrespectful stuff about her in certain comments. So Cardi said, let's see. So somebody said, okay, Cardi ended up saying SMD, and as you know, that means suck my Okay, so somebody responded to when Cardi said suck my and they said drop the effing album. And Cardi said, um, and I'ma say suck my when I'm 90. The F. Oh my god. You are pushing 30 at Cardi. So somebody named Dylan said, Cardi, you pushing 30, you need to do better. So Dylan said, you pushing 30. And Cardi said, at Dylan, suck my So she said it again. And then somebody named Drake's sex slave. Wow, that's one heck of a name. Okay. Okay. Is she gonna cry every time somebody asks for music? Like, girl. Oh my god, that is insane. Girl, you doing all this. I don't know. I be thinking like, is she afraid that the album may flop? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, so Cardi ended up taking to Instagram shortly thereafter. She deleted her Twitter to elaborate on the decision, and she explained why she got irritated. So Cardi deletes Instagram. Okay, let's see what this says. I don't know if this. I think this is a clip from the Instagram post. Let's see what this says here. This is fair use. Check this out.
But some of them got me tight today. And they're the reason why this shit trickled down to the point that I had to fucking delete my Twitter. My fucking stomach hurt. I don't understand. I don't even drink milk anymore. Why my stomach hurt like this? And
Your stomach is hurting because you stressing. You stressing over them junior high fans that you have. You over there stressing. That's why your stomach hurt.
anyways, um, I said what the fuck I said. And I have a song that I really want to sing to y'all, but I've been a little bit shy to sing. But you know what? Whatever. Singing release my stress. It goes like this. Suck my dick. Yeah, do that. Bye.
Oh wow. And I think shortly thereafter she actually ended up deleting her Instagram as well. Oh wow. That's something else. Okay, so she loves to say SMD, her fans love her, so I guess they know what type of person they follow, so they continue to follow her. I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but this is what I'm gonna say. When it comes to a person that's famous, they're doing music, and you guys know she just had a little son. She had a daughter some years ago. I think with her starting motherhood so early into her career, after very early in her career, she started motherhood. She got married, and when you try to, you're gonna have to, like, I guess, intertwine your familyhood with your music. You know what I'm saying? You got to intertwine and kind of keep everything in conjunction with your career, because at the end of the day, you do have fans who want a album. You have fans who want to hear Cardi B album. What's good with you, Kita B? Good morning to you. And shout out to the chat room. Marcus needs to go. Did he go? Oh, okay. Okay, you need to go. Get outside. It's about a couple of minutes. Put your jacket on. Love you. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like this. You have to figure out how to intertwine the love in the music. You know, that kind of remind me of love and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because when Love and Hip Hop came out, I remember I was hearing Benzino say this. Shout out to Benzino too. Shout out to Love and Hip Hop. Okay, so you have to know how to intertwine and keep a level of your family, your love life, your family, your love life, your music, and your career has to all intertwine and be on one level in order for you to keep your career going. I'm not saying her career is not, going or whatever, but your fans want an album, your fans want some content. So, I just feel like that's exactly what it is, and that's where they're coming from. So you got to figure out how to intertwine the love in the hip hop, Cardi, and in connection, you blew up off of love and hip hop. So you already know there has to be a balance. And you got to keep your fans, there. You got to keep your fans interested. It's just like how, sometimes I take a hiatus away from YouTube, but I always make sure I try to come right back. I'm not going to be gone for too long. I mean, you're looking at a woman who hasn't dropped the album in a very, very long time. So looking at that situation, Cardi, I know probably some people always say stuff to piss you off. They say stuff that doesn't sit well with you. But at the end of the day, you gotta push past all the negativity. And sometimes you just gotta block out all of that negativity. And you have to keep it pushing and hey, push out another album and just keep it going. Sometimes you just gotta move on. And speaking of moving on, getting off into the Will and Jada news, Will, Jada, and Chris Rock news. Okay, so Jada Pinkett Smith, she's throwing her husband under the bus, just to wrap it up in our words. So Jada Pinkett Smith says that she wishes that Will did not get physical with Chris Rock at the Oscars. Oh my God, take that information in. You guys out there, imagine you going out here and you stood up for your woman in front of the whole world on the Grammys, one of the biggest shows that come on, dealing with actors and stuff like this in the industry, one of the biggest shows air. Your husband got up and basically fought for you, took up for you, and assaulted. Let's just keep it real. What happened? He assaulted a man taking up for you, and you threw him under the bus like this. Okay, so it goes on to say the couple are in agreement that he overreacted, as Whoopi insisted his career will recover. So Whoopi Goldberg says she feel like Will career will recover. As you guys know, I don't know if you do know, but there was a movie that Will had ended up putting out, they're signed under Netflix, and they actually have it on hold. So let's see. Jada wishes that her husband did slap Chris Rock, a source claims. The insider alleged that Jada Pinkett Smith isn't mad at him, but she doesn't need protecting. How don't you need protecting? And after he said what he said to you, you looked at your husband and you gave him a signal like, go and get him. It looked like some mob type of stuff. The way she moved her head and told him to go on and get in there. Like, really? I don't really like Jada either. And you know what? I don't really like Jada for Will, if you know what I mean. I don't like her for him because I feel like he is a real up spirited type of man, and I feel like she is a lower energy. I know sometimes they say that opposites attract, but when you have a woman like her who has very toxic energy and you intertwine her in a relationship, in a marriage with a man, with such energy like his, it's just a recipe for disaster. And no, I don't think Jada is just good for Will. I'm not gonna sit here and throw her all under the bus and say, oh, she's a horrible person. I'm not gonna say that, but she's not good for Will. And I know people make their own decisions and they do what's best for them. I don't know if he feel like it's best for him to stay in that marriage because of his career, or I don't know if he don't want to deal with the look from the public of getting a divorce. But sometimes it's certain stuff that you have to walk away from. And she just seems very toxic to me. Not just dealing with the situation with August, but just all the way around. There's always some situation going on where she is embarrassing this man. He ended up going out here. He put his career on the line and insulted a man in front of the whole world for you. Even if you felt this way, this is a conversation you and Will should have had in privacy. You shouldn't have went to any public blog site and said, "Hey, I don't think he should have hit him." And there's been camera footage showing other angles where you sit there and nodded your head to him to do something. He went up there and slapped him. When he slapped him, in the video footage I seen, you were laughing at the situation. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. She's gonna get him into Hancock. Yes, I promise. And I'm just like, this woman, man, I don't feel like this woman right. You're just not right, Jada. You're not right for Will. I'm just gonna say that. I don't feel like you're right for Will. But people are gonna do what they're gonna do, and they love who they love. So Jada Pinkett Smith, she wishes that Will didn't get physical with Will, but she isn't angry with her husband after slapping Chris Rock. So I wish you didn't do it, but I'm not angry at you. Okay. So for making a joke about her at the Oscars, the G.I. Jane joke that he made. Okay, so it's saying that Smith ended up smacking the comedian in the face after he made a joke about his wife's hair. And Pickett has been very open about her struggle with alopecia, the disease which causes bald spots. Okay, so it says that the couple is apparent in agreement that Will overreacted. And all about the family and the kids as Whoopi Goldberg, a governor of the Academy Awards. Yesterday, she doesn't believe that his career will merit by the slab. Okay, so she don't feel like Whoopi says she don't feel like that this situation will like end his career or anything. But I'm looking at it like this. Like I just said, publicly, you shouldn't have told anyone that you regret anything that your husband did when he was defending you. That's what I feel like. I feel like that's the conversation that you and your husband should have had in the private. But I'm pretty sure somebody was asking, so how do you feel about it? I don't know if she was in a situation where she was just trying to be politically correct or whatever, but I feel like you can't tell a person how to talk because a person's gonna say what they feel in their heart. At the end of the day, whatever your heart feels, it's gonna manifest in your words at the end of the day. But if I was in that situation and my husband did that for me when I felt like my feelings were hurt and someone wanted to ask me about it, I would have worded it more like, the situation got crazy, but I support my husband in everything that he does. And I would have left it at that. I support my husband. At the end of the day, I support my husband. And hey, if they want to take it like, oh, she supports violence, no. I You take it how you want to take it. But I'm gonna say, even if I didn't feel that way when it comes to my husband defending me, I'm gonna tell him I support my husband. I wouldn't throw him under the bus publicly, but hey, check the history of everything that's happened in their relationship, and maybe this situation won't surprise you. Okay, I'm gonna get off into the next topic. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so getting off into the next thing. When as it comes to Will Smith, you guys make sure you hit that like button when you come in. Big shout out to all the chat room. Shout out to Keita B. Shout out to Cortez. Shout out to everybody. And make sure you hit that like button and sub to the channel. Okay, so going off into this situation, this is dealing with the Will and Chris Rock situation as well. So it says that legal expert says that Will Smith's Oscar slap clearly is a crime, but prosecution is unlikely. So the police could technically open an investigation based on the Oscar broadcast, but they wouldn't do so without Chris Rock participation. So as you guys know, Chris actually did not want to press charges in the situation. I remember seeing a little video footage when he did actually get a Grammy. He was up there on the stage and he appeared to be very distraught. He looked to be very embarrassed, and I will understand why. You got slapped in front of the whole world, and that's embarrassing. So let's see, we'll be sitting around the world at the Oscars, and this is clearly a crime, legal experts say, but the chances of prosecution are very slim to none. So even if convicted, he likely faced a little more than a slap on his own. So basically, they're saying that he'll basically end up getting a slap on the wrist. But looking at that, if this was a situation with regular people, I'm like, how do you think they would handle it? Now, what you say, Jada talk too much? Yes, Keita, she talk way too much. She talk way too much. She talk too much. And I just think if this was a situation with regular people and publicly, if somebody went up to another regular person and slapped them and the police was called, I mean, there would be an aggravated assault charge. I mean, in the story, close, open, shut, and close case. So yeah, these celebrities, they get a leeway to get away with certain stuff that regular people wouldn't get away with. Let's be fair all the way across the board when it comes to the legal system, and not just because this person is famous, this person in movies. Yeah, because if it was a regular person, it would be a different story. And that's just how I feel. It would be a different story. Okay, I'm gonna get off of that. And let's see here. Okay, so kind of getting off into the other side of news. I kind of covered a good amount of celebrity stuff there. The TashaK thing, Will Smith, Jada throwing a man under the bus. Okay, so I don't know if you guys ended up hearing about this mass shootout that happened in Sacramento. So there was a situation that ended up happening in Sacramento. There was a mass shooting, and a man has actually been arrested. Let me scroll to the top of this. Okay, so a man has been arrested in the connection of the Sacramento mass shooting that ended up taking the lives of 6 people and wounding 12. Okay, so let me read some of the article, and I'm going to let you guys listen to this little news clipping just a second. Okay, so the police have arrested a suspect in connection with the fatal mass shooting, and they arrested him early on Sunday morning in Sacramento, California. The shooting was the deadliest in the city's history, killing 6 people and left 12 others wounded. Okay, so it says that the Sacramento Police Department said that the 26-year-old, his name is I think DeAndre, if I'm not mistaken. DeAndre Martin, let's see, DeAndre Martin, let's see, and he was charged with assault and illegal firearm possession following the overnight investigation that the police describes as related to the subject, but he did not offer any additional details about this alleged involvement. So this guy's just, I guess, involved in the situation. So I'm pretty sure there will be more people investigated, more people arrested when it comes to this. So it was more than one person as far as this shooting concerned. And I don't know if you guys heard the video, but I think it was actually a fight that broke out before all of this happened. So okay, so he's not offering too much information. So I guess he's basically following the no snitch policy. I'm not for sure. But when those police slap you and show you the years you're facing, you're gonna start singing like a hummingbird. I can guarantee that. So the police previously said that the last two people that opened fire downtown district as the people screamed out of let's see, the closing bar. So it looked like people were coming out of a bar after this happened. The video showed the people in the scene sprinting away from the gunfire. Sacramento police in the preliminaries, I'm sorry, that word just give me every time. Okay, the processing of the scene indicated that at least the last two buildings and the three vehicles have been hit by gunfire, and more than 100 shell cases were recovered from the area. Oh, just imagine that, 100 shell cases. Wow. When announced Martin's arrest, police did not provide any information on the search for any suspects, though they do have search warrants in let's see, three different residents. At least one handgun has been recovered. So they did recover one handgun. Okay, so this is the news clipping, and this is fair use. Check this out, guys.
Panic. At least 5 people down.
I got another one hit, another gunshot.
Police have made one arrest, but at least 100 shell casings were found from various weapons. Of the 18 people hit, 6 of them died. They range in age from 21 to 57.
Gun violence is truly a crisis in our community and has increased not only here in Sacramento, but across the nation.
This was the worst mass shooting in Sacramento history. It's one of the more than 120 mass shootings nationwide this year alone. For Sacramento's mayor, shock has turned to anger.
Thoughts and prayers are not enough. It's not enough.
There was a moment of silence last night before the Sacramento Golden State game, just blocks from the shooting site.
I don't think moments of silence are going to do anything. At some point, our government has to decide, are we going to have some common sense gun law? It's not going to solve everything, but it will save lives.
Police here say they already have quite a bit of evidence, more than 100 cell phone pictures and videos. They're also looking at surveillance videos. Tonight, the city will host a vigil to honor the victims. Nora?
Thank you, Steve Lard. We appreciate it.
All right, so that is that.
What am I looking at here?
This is what.
Okay, so let me get rid of that. Okay, and I'm pretty sure when it comes to situations like this, it is so insane that sometimes it's the smallest little arguments. It's the smallest arguments that somebody could be arguing about when people are just out and about, they hanging out at the bars. You know, some of these people go out, they have a little bit too much to drink, they get intoxicated. And it's just these little situations, these little disagreements that people can have with each other that leads to something big like this. It's just certain stuff people need to learn how to walk away. And it's really crazy that a situation had to come to this where there was 6 people who lost their lives and 12 people wounded. Like they said, over 100 shell casings were found. Just think, you being out there hearing all of those shots. I mean, and just to be honest, you know, I have been in the midst of like, you know, when people had these things going on and bullets and flying here and there, and I'm hearing gunshots. That kind of stuff is really traumatizing. I don't know if anybody out there ever been in the midst of a shootout, but the just hearing those shots ring out is traumatizing by itself. And I pray, yes, thank you, Keita. Yes, I pray for those people, families who lost their loved ones. And I'm pretty sure when those people got dressed to go out to that club or that party that they went to, that bar that they went to that night, I'm pretty sure those people did not anticipating not coming back home to their family. So, you know, lots of healing and lots of prayers. Let's send that out to their family. And like the guy just said, sometimes a moment of silence is just not enough. I mean, what are you guys gonna do about this situation? And what I notice is, even when it comes to stuff like weapon control, gun control, or whatever, you go to some of these cities who have the most strictest laws when it comes to gun control, but yet those are the cities where the gun violence is completely out of control. So, sometimes that baffles me that, you have all these gun laws set in place, but these are the wildest areas. It's crazy. Lots of healing and prayers go out to these people, family. And I just hope people can be safe. Sometimes it's certain situations you have to walk away from. I think it's so hard for some people to walk away from certain things. And it's all because some people just holding on to their pride. And hey, sometimes you just got to know when to walk away from certain arguments and certain things. But getting off into the next story, and my thoughts and prayers go out to this young man. I'm going to share the screen with you guys here. So, this is a very kind of sensitive topic. It's dealing with a young man who was the age of 17. And shout out to Daily Mail. I ended up running across this on Daily Mail. So, a high school student, the age of 17 years old, he ended up taking himself away from Earth. So he ended up killing himself. And this was 6 hours after he fell victim to an online sex extortion plot. So that's extortion, is somebody threatening to show sexually explicit things in order, to get money out of you. So the team ended up paying $300 to blackmailers to stop them from releasing naked pictures. But then they demanded more cash. So his name was Jordan John DeMay. He ended up paying $300 to blackmailers after they ended up threatening to send nude photos to all of his social media contacts. Wow. Okay, the blackmail had set up a fake Twitter profile. So this was a whole fake Twitter profile that did this, posing as a girl before sending a naked photo of herself to the teenager. So it all started out, she sent a naked photo to the teenager, and then Jordan, he sent a naked photo back. And then it says that the situation quickly turned to blackmail. Within 6 hours, the blackmailers contacted him, and DeMay ended up killing himself. If you or someone need confidential support, please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. That phone number is 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-8255. Okay, and the story goes on to say that the 17-year-old Michigan high school student ended up killing himself 6 hours after the blackmailers threatened to release a naked picture of him in the case of sextortion, the police said. Jordan John DeMay paid $300 to the blackmailers after they threatened to send the nude photos. They tricked him into sending to them all of his social media contacts. So they said they were going to send it to all of the contacts on his social media page. The blackmailers had set up a fake Twitter profile posing as an attractive girl and began speaking to Jordan. Before sending naked photos, the girl, the teenager, police said, she ended up talking to him in the inbox. She sent some naked photos. Okay, so there he is, and may he rest in peace. I send prayers, healing, and condolences to his family. The article goes on to say that DeMay was thinking that he was speaking to another teenager. He ended up sending a new photo to himself. Let's see, back to the girl. So he ended up sending a new photo of himself back to her. Okay, so yeah, he ended up sending a new photo back to her. Just thinking that this was a just a regular girl. And just for, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably notice when it comes to exchanging these um private photos, please be leery of who you send these private photos to. When it comes to me, I have to really, really trust you. If anybody gets any type of pictures like that from me, you have to know that I really trust you. You do not just very cordially send out nude photos to anybody. I don't care who they are. I don't care what kind of picture they send you, how fine they are. It could have been a picture she pulled off of Google just to make sure that you feel comfortable enough to send a picture to her. So you guys got to be careful when it comes to that situation. So it says that the conversation quickly turned into a situation of blackmail. Let's see, the criminal ended up demanding $300. The police said, but then Jordan paid the $300 to the blackmailers. They reportedly demanded more money to extort him. They demanded $1,000 from the teenager. Jordan made 300. Okay, so yeah, he did end up taking his life shortly thereafter. And there is the late 17-year-old Jordan right there in the picture with his mother. This situation is very sad, very sad. They told him that they had all of his Facebook contacts and more from social media, as well as the new photos. The Marquis County Sheriff Greg, he told this to the article. And then they started to send the pictures out. So they did send the pictures out. Jordan said he couldn't pay them any more money. He said, "You win," and that was when he was going to kill himself. And let's see, they said go for it. So yeah, so I guess he said, "You win. I'm going to kill myself," and they said go for it. Oh wow. So then, let's see, the Marquise High School student killed himself soon thereafter. The message was sent, and this happened on March the 25th. Let's see, they're speaking out on the suicide. Just 6 hours after the blackmailers contacted him, he ended up committing suicide. The Twitter profile showed a beautiful picture of a girl. Soon after Jordan sent the nude pictures, and then in a compromising position, the picture sent back to her. The conversation quickly turned into the blackmail situation. So I think it's him at school. I'm not for sure who's in the picture with him, but it looked like he played football, he played sports and stuff. He was a pretty popular guy. That situation is really, really sad, really, really crazy. Everybody can't take certain things. Hey, what's up, Coco? Coco Butter Barbie in the building. And what Keita say? No face, no case. Thank you. And if you guys are gonna decide to send out these new pictures, sometimes you can't have your face all in the picture. I mean, this was a situation. I hate that he's gone, but I just think situations like these can be kind of learning situations. We can learn from the people who are not here by looking at what we can do better in our lives. If you are going to send pictures, don't put your face in it. A person to try to blast you or whatever, and you're like, hey, where's my face? How do you know that's me? I just feel like seeing pictures to people that you trust. I send when it comes to me, I'm sending pictures like that to my man. I'm not finna send pictures, just random naked pictures to any and everybody. I no, I just no. I'm just not finna do that. I'm not finna do that. I feel like that is private, intimate things that I'm gonna share with my man, and nobody else besides my man needs to see that. And there's even been cases where people end up walking away from these relationships and they end up ending their relationships and they'll have their mate blast them. But I know there's laws against stuff like that. What'd you say? It wasn't me, okay? But we saw you on the camera. It wasn't me. Yes, it wasn't me. Thank you. No face, no case. My heart goes out to his family though, and I send much healing to them. Okay, so I have let's see. Okay, I have another story I wanted to get off into in this situation. It's a very sad situation. And let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that. Okay, let me get off into this next story, and I believe this story here is coming out of Michigan. And one of my Facebook friends actually just inboxed me this. Shout out to Ferris. I don't know if you out there in the comment section. If you are Ferris, make sure you comment below. Okay, I'm gonna get off into this situation. So, a Mississippi trio ended they ended up raping and murdering an 18-year-old that was found dumped on the side of the road. So this is the young lady right here. Very beautiful young lady, and may she rest in peace. Okay, so it says three people have been charged with capital murder in Mississippi for the roles that they played in the alleged kidnapping, sexual assault, and fatal shooting of an 18-year-old. And I think her name, if I'm not mistaken, her name is Amya Carey. So, at the press conference that was held on Friday, the Jackson Police Department announced the arrest of the DeWitt. Let's see his name: Dwight Anderson. He's 34. Cedric Banks is 37, and I think her name is Camelia Blackman. No, Camelia Blackman, 19. So there was a girl involved in this at the age of 19. Now, I don't know if the 19-year-old probably knew the young lady who was deceased, but let's see. So it says that the Jackson Police Department Sheriff, Derek Hearn, told the reports Carrie's remains were found on February the 15th and dumped in the city streets. Carrie died from multiple gunshot wounds. Her remains were identified 2 weeks ago. According to Hearns, relatives of Carrie's who had left the home on February the 15th to pick up Blackman, her friend. So, yeah, I think that Blackman girl was a friend, like I just said, the 19-year-old. Blackman said that, let's see, was Anderson's her boyfriend. Blackman, he said, was with Anderson, her boyfriend. That evening, Blackman, Anderson, and Banks, Anderson's brother, tried to have sex with the teen, but she refused, Hearn said. So these are the people who ended up taking the lady life. You guys take a look at these people. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. So this guy decided, because this girl didn't want to have sex with him, y'all decided to take this young lady life. What is what in the world? Wow, they have a face that only a mother could love. Mm-mm-mm. At this point, Hearn explained Casey and Blackman alleged they started fighting, and Anderson allegedly pulled out a gun and shot Carrie. Want to keep up? Okay, hold on. The injured teen was placed in the car, and later they ended up raping. They raped by one of the suspects, according to her. Before she was dumped on the street, Carrie was allegedly shot twice. Okay, they say that more information will be available. I get some updates on this court case. I'm most definitely gonna check back and follow with this story. So, man, rest in peace to Amria. I think that's her name, Amria. Rest in peace to her. Her life was cut short way too soon. But like I was saying before, I seen that the one the one young lady, and I think that's her right here, she was friends with the girl. So you guys, I mean, especially to the young adults out there, you guys gotta watch who you guys call friends, and you most definitely have to watch the company that you keep because just flashing back to the situation, not saying that this is very similar or whatever, but it did end up with a young lady losing her life. As far as the Kanika Jenkins situation that happened in Chicago, her friends, like, they knew that she was very intoxicated that night, and they just allowed their friend to wander the hotel. Then she ended up in a freezer. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys got to watch who you call friends And I just think if a person is really your friend, they're most definitely going to be concerned about your well-being. And fellas, a lot of these fellas have to know how to take rejection. And that's a big problem out here. Some people cannot take rejection, not just men, but women too. But some people can't take rejection. This man couldn't take the fact that this woman said she didn't want to sleep with you. So what do? You try to fight her, then you end up taking her life. Man, I hope you guys get everything that's coming to y'all. So y'all remember these faces right here. Let me put it on big screen. Y'all remember these faces right here. Remember these faces. I hope all three of them get what they deserve, especially this girl right here who probably claimed to be that young lady's friend. I hope y'all get everything that y'all deserve and what's coming to y'all, because it's not going to be good. And may justice be served in this situation. I hear any updates about this case, I most definitely will come back with a update. You guys in the field, and make sure you hit that like button when you come through. I got a couple other. Yeah, she was probably jealous of the girl. That's what I think too, Keita. I think she was jealous of that girl, and she set that whole thing up. She probably was telling him, "Hey, I got a homegirl. She real cute. She real cute. Just go on and holler at her. Go on and holler at her. Yes, I will keep y'all updated, because some of these people y'all think y'all friends, man, not your friends. And it's sad that a person had to lose their life to find out about that. It's really sad that a person had to lose their life just to find out that a person really not their friend. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this story and I'm gonna jump off into the next thing. Okay, so you guys know and understand, I'm pretty sure, how high gas is right now. The price of gas is just ridiculously high. But this situation here, shout out to Nika at Night, because I ended up getting this off of her channel and everything. So shout out to Nika at Night. You guys make sure you check out Nika at Night over on YouTube, and she is also on Instagram as well. Okay, so you guys check this situation out. This guy actually took some gas from this woman. Check this out. But she wasn't going though.
Pump my gas. When you take it from me, you take it from my grandchildren. Okay? I have 3 grandchildren. I take it. I don't know them, man. You do not, and you do know my gas. So you took from me.
Okay, check this out here.
Yeah, you came right here, got my gas pump, and you pump it in your car. You know the gas will pay for loans to the challenger. You knew that. Y'all young folk be doing too much, but you knew that was my gas. You knew that was my gas. Then you gonna sit here and pump again. You lying to me my face. You lying to your teeth in my face. Okay, why you bring a mask on? What? I gotta get you spit on me. Sir. Go in the store and pay my gas so I can get my gas back. You don't pump my gas. When you take it from me, you take it from my grandchildren. Okay? I have 3 grandchildren. I take it. I know them, man. You know not, and you do know my gas. So you took from me.
Oh my God. Okay, so before I get off into the next one, you see the scenario. This fool right here then got his ass up out the car and pumped this woman gas. You done pumped this woman gas after she done paid for her gas inside the store. You was listening, and she was like, okay, let me get so-and-so over there on the red Charger on pump 3, whatever. So he like, shoot, I'm parked over there. I'm finna reach over there. I'm finna get that gas. Man, watch this clip right here.
I don't care about these folks who looking. I don't care about giving my money. And I'm gonna call the police. I got warrants though.
Don't nobody care about you having warrants. You done took that woman gas. You think she give a damn about your warrants, boy?
Care about that? You think I really care about you having warrants if you don't see her took my gas? That's what they there for. I ain't talking to my arms that were long and I did.
Boy, I know you didn't just say your arms was just long when I just reached over there and took the gas. Boy, you know you didn't pay for no gas. He probably was finna pull up and put $8 in the tank. And I don't know where y'all at, but I know here gas knocking on $4. So you put $8 in your tank, you ain't finna get nothing but 2 gallons.
I don't know what you're going through, but I know you can go in there and get my gas. You get my gas, have my gas, go in there and refill the gas, but I want the gas in my car. Your car drain gas like an SUV.
anybody out there has any cars like a Challenger or let's see, what is it? A Challenger, and then you got the Dodge. It's some kind of car, but it's a Dodge, but it kind of similar. It looks like a Challenger a little bit, but those cars with those Hemis burn a lot of gas. I have a friend girl that has a car like that, and that sucker burns gas like it's a Suburban. So I know what she talking about.
I can't afford to put gas in the car. Sit here and give it to you free. I can't afford to put gas in my car neither though. That's why I took yours. Why ask me?
Hold on. Somebody in the comment section, I think that is Kita. Kita B said $4. I'm in Cali. It's $5.89. What in the world? Girl, I would give me a bike. I would be losing weight. I would be riding around on a bike. But sometimes when you gotta go way too far, you just can't ride a bike. And then when it comes to stuff like Uber and Lyft, they're charging extra for a gas surcharge because gas is so high. You just can't escape it. Oh, wow. So, in that clip, he's sitting there telling the woman, don't call the police, I got a warrant. Okay, you guys, check out this last clip right here.
I did. We sold it and got it. I swear to God, I ain't talking, bro. Okay. Why are you lying? Why? What's up? You want to sit there and cry now? You saying you going to call the police and stuff. I'm about to take off. Take off! I'm going to tell you one more time. Give me my money to my gas. Even touching that pump. You know that pump ain't going to do it.
Okay, so he did give her the money. He went on and gave her the money. You guys take a listen to this, though. Listen to this.
Yeah, I guess. What do you do for a living? What do you do? Can I be honest? Yeah, I want you to be honest. I'm a scammer of people. You got money? I'm good, honey. So that's why you can take it from me and my grandchildren? I ain't taking your grandkids. I'm talking to you. All right. You not know.
Dude, she is raising her grandkids, and man, big shout out to this woman here, because there's a lot of grandparents out here raising their grandkids. And if look, I look at it like this: I'm raising my kids, and if you steal from me, you stealing from my kids. This woman out here raising her grandkids. I don't know what situation happened where she got to raise them, but she's raising her grandkids, and you talking about you and steal from them, you stealing from her. Dude, something wrong with you. That boy is slow. What is wrong with these people out here, man?
You take it from them, you take it from me? Are you serious? I took for her. I ain't take it for a grandkid. I ain't take it for a grandkid. I took for her. And she deserved extra life for my next song. She spit on me and stuff. I don't want to get spoken. I'm just being honest. Along when I did, we sold it and got it. I swear to God, I ain't talking, bro. Okay.
The only reason he reached over there and pumped that woman gas because he thought he was going to be able to get away with it. So this guy, she asked him what he do for a living. He said, I'm a scammer and I'm a thief. So it's on record right here that you a scammer and you a thief. And obviously being a scammer and a thief paying off pretty good. You got a nice little jacket on. I see your little sports jacket or whatever in the hell you got on. You know, you got a big belly. It look like you eat good. And then he looked like a rather young man. Like, why don't you got an able body, you can stand, why don't you get out here and work? You out here scamming. He probably one of them PPP loan people, probably got $400,000 from a PPP loan, and your ass up here at the gas station and got to steal gas from this woman. Man, boy, he gonna get what he deserves. God do not like ugly. God don't like ugly. Nope, no, he plays too much. Yeah, he played too much. He was pulling. Keita said he was pulling a prank. Keita, you is silly. Coco said she is talking way too long. She needs to be called to the police. And you know what I think it was, Coco, with this woman? She said he pulled a prank. It's a prank. It's a prank. Boy, this prank about to get your ass messed up. Because, you know, that woman, she looked like she kind of gangster now. It looked like she probably had a thumper right up in the car waiting on you now. And you know what? It was a situation where he felt like he could have hurry up and did it and got away with it. That's what he thought. He thought he was gonna hurry up and pump that gas, but that woman caught him, and she chin checked him. He looked at her. He like, man, this woman seemed like she kind of gangster now. But you know what? When you get to a certain point in life, you got stuff to lose. She out here raising her grandkids. She like, I ain't gonna pull the thumper on them and pop them, but I'm just. Sometimes people want to actually give people a chance to do the right thing, even after they effed up. Like you want to give a person a chance to make up for the stupid stuff they did, and I'm just, it's good that he gave her the money and stuff like that. But that's so that that is so ill. That no no no. That's ill. That's ill. But you guys, it just kind of goes to say that some people are just out here trying to live way beyond their means. That is a big problem out here, especially like when it comes to this new generation. You have massive influence as far as the internet goes. You see people out here flossing, people out here in rented mansions, and they driving around in rented cars, and some of them even got rented jewelry on. And they just out here trying to floss and keep up with the Joneses, and they can't keep up. So then you have them out here doing stuff like being scammers and stuff like that. Let's see. Wait, she is gangster. Her car is flying out her shoes. Yeah, you can tell she gangster. Look, you can tell. You can look at her and tell she is gangster. You can tell the way she dressed, and you can tell the way she talk. Let's see. He better tell the courts it's a prank, because the next warrant won't be a prank. Thank you. When they put that warrant out for him, that show ain't gonna be a prank. Man, that's crazy. I'm glad he gave the woman back the gas money though. I'm just glad he gave her back the gas money. Okay, so you guys, hey, if you ain't got it, don't be out here trying to floss like you got it, because what's gonna happen is, just a second, you guys. Hello. All right, so yeah, y'all gotta stop living beyond y'all means, because then you're gonna resort to scamming just because you feel like you gotta keep up with the Joneses out here. Just be you, and just do what's comfortable for you. You don't have to be out here trying to live up to an image that's not you, and then you're gonna be out here scamming and stealing and all this mess. Man, that is crazy. But this is a story that happened a couple of weeks ago, and I never got around to talking about this, but I did want to talk about this, okay? Okay, and I'm pretty sure you guys have probably already heard about this. So this is a Burger King employee. She was having a bad day. She ended up shooting at a customer who threw packets of mayo at her. And y'all know out here in these service jobs, we go through it. We go through it over here at these service jobs. So this situation happened at a Miami Burger King. An employee was arrested after shooting at a customer following a heated argument. The incident unfolded Thursday at a Burger King on a 4700 block of Northwest and 167th Street. Authorities say that 30-year-old, I think her name is Satisha Hicks, she engaged in words from a man in the drive-thru. It was initially reported that the customer threw mayonnaise packets at Hicks before driving off. Let me see what else it say here. If it can scroll. Okay, so he ended up throwing mayonnaise packets at her before he drove off. And briefly in the restaurant in the parking lot. Let's see, Hicks ran outside and retrieved a gun from her car. She fired 5 rounds at the vehicle as the driver drove away from the premises. Hicks followed the man in her car before later abandoning it. The police eventually tracked her down and she was jailed on the charge of discharging a firearm while in public. Let's see, she posted bail of $1,000 on Friday. Well, her bail wasn't that much. I guess that's a good thing though. So she had to pay $1,000 to be released from the Turner Night Correctional Facility. Speaking to social media following her release, Hicks maintained that she was mistreated and lied upon. Hicks' aunties say that her niece was simply defending herself. Let's see, Tierra Hicks, the manager that was at Burger King location, says that she came to work upset and had a bad day. Burger King has since fired her. I'm pretty sure they did. Following the horrific shooting. This is unacceptable behavior. Does not align with our brand and value of safety and security. The company said this in a statement. It's unknown who the shooting victim is or whether he was injured in the shooting. Oh wow. Okay, so somebody in the comments said, I'm not saying she right, but I completely understand. And I feel what they're saying. I do actually I don't condone violence. Let me say that first. I don't condone violence. Hey, what's up, Woo Child? Welcome to the chat and good morning. Good morning. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. If you have not, make sure you share out the video. Okay, so yeah. So let me tell you this about the service industry, okay? One thing about the service industry and with everything that's been going on the past couple of years with the changes our world has been dealing with, we have been taking so much in the service industry. It's not funny. As you guys know, I work at a company where we cut hair, but it is like a commercial place. So, we service the public and stuff like that. People are so crazy these days. People can be so disrespectful these days. And at the end of the day, like I always tell my children, I always tell them this: be careful how you treat people because you never know what they're going through. Okay? You never know what a person dealing with or what they're going through. So be careful how you treat people at the end of the day. And, depending on how you treat them and what you do, you could be the one that they lash out on. So you just got to be careful out here. And I'm always hearing from a lot of the customers that come in because we're really short-handed, really really short-handed. Just like a lot of people are. And I'm always hearing people say, "Oh, y'all are so short." No one wants to work anymore, and this and that, and what's wrong with people? They don't want to work no more and they say stuff like that. But then you have disrespectful customers that constantly come in and disrespect them, and y'all feel like we're supposed to take it because you feel like we don't have anything else to do but work this job. Honey, there's other jobs out here. Everybody hiring out here. Nobody has to be disrespected. So if just think whenever you guys go into these places where people have to service you, take in consideration that these are people. These are people with feelings. These are people who have families to support and take care of. But please don't ever think that a person won't lash out on you. Do not. He felt like that he could throw those mayonnaise packets at her because he felt like she the weaker vessel. He felt like she worked at this fast food restaurant. She need her job. I can disrespect her and drive off and nothing gonna happen. But guess what, sir? You were sadly mistaken because I'm pretty sure when you heard them shots firing off in your car, I bet you got shook up then. I bet he was shook up. How scared? Boy, I bet she looks like Kodak Black. Girl, you is silly. Not the super gremlin, no. Girl, you silly. You look like Kodak Black. Let's see. Let me help you get through today. Let's see. Girl, and I'm like, oh my God, this is insane. This is insane. But my heart goes out to that young lady. I hope she's able to find another job. I'm just hoping whoever hires her don't too much frequently watch the news, because if they do, they're gonna see this. And my heart just go out to that young lady, and I hope she can get through whatever she was going through. But I thank you guys so much. It looks like I'm a little over an hour, so I did want to come to y'all for about an hour. I'm most definitely going to be back. Give me a couple of days, but most definitely, you guys know when some popping news happen, I gotta jump on here. Even if I just do a small upload, I most definitely will be back very soon. So you guys make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. And everybody that's coming through watching the playback, please, please, please hit that thumbs up video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this morning. And I am signing out. Katie Talk 101.